hello. How we doing? Yeah, I know I didn't stream yesterday, but there's a reason. I got some PC maintenance done. I got thermal paste installed on the computer now. Fresh thermal paste on the CPU and GPU. I've also installed some other tools to help with temp control and all of that. To keep things on the safe side, we're still going to continue with doing the 720p for now, just for safety's sake. I will be monitoring temps as time goes on as well. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. We're going to continue doing that Zenless Zone Zero event that we started the other night, and we abruptly stopped in the middle of. That's what the plan is for tonight. I'm not sure exactly how long I'm going to be on for tonight. Hopefully everything runs well. So we shall see. All right, hey peoples. I'm going to continue to use GeForce because while the previous thing was going on, I did try to open the game natively and my system crashed. So it seems like I'm still going to have a hard time running some games natively. But for the sake of safety, I'm just going to go ahead and use GeForce. Good news for those of you that are on Linux and want to try GeForce, they're going to be releasing an app for Linux users pretty soon. So that's going to be very good for y'all. Let's see. Before I even get started, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I'm yawning. I did sleep quite a bit today, actually. I'm gonna test our internet connection to GeForce before I even swap over. Let's see what we got here. Looks like everything's good. All right. CPU and GPU seem to be good. Okay. We'll get into it. They need to kind of change the interface a little bit, though. To be honest. I don't like how I still have to Alt-Tab out just to swap things. I don't know why I'm doing that. I have to log in first with it being GeForce. Here we go. Let me close that media player out. That's for Twitch side only, anyhow. That'd be great if I grabbed my controller, huh, chat? Yeah, I might have screwed myself on that one. Is DS for Windows not running? Let me check. DS for Windows is working. It is on. Might have to change it in the interface. But okay, why isn't DS for Windows working right now? Hold on. Get it. Don't tell me my whole system just froze. Oh. Controller 1. Alt. I don't have the wrong controller, do I? Hold on, I'm trying to get my controller to turn on. It's not connecting. What the hell? Don't tell me I have the wrong controller over here. It's acting like it's not connected to my PC. Yeah, I did take my PC apart, but that shouldn't affect the connection of the controller. Alright, give me a second, chat. Let me find out what's going on. Let me go into my Bluetooth and devices. See if I can find out what's going on. Alright, I may have to re-add this. Yeah. It says it's connected, though. Let me make sure Hot is working. That might be something to do with it. Okay. Something got broken somewhere, chat. Okay, we're not using any type of, let me exit out of that. I don't think that has anything to do with it. And what the hell? I sure hope I didn't break anything when I had it taken apart. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to remove it. And we're gonna re-add it. Sorry for the scuff, chat. Alright, let's connect device, Bluetooth. There it is. Come on. Try connecting again. There it goes. Okay. Says it's connected. let me close DS for Windows. Let me go in here and it isn't showing up natively. Man, I fixed one thing and other problems come up. What the hell's going on out there? What's all that screeching? What the heck is her problem? What the heck, chat? Let me check something. Let me find the... Where is it? There's a PlayStation controller thing that I sometimes have to... I really wish she'd stop with whatever the hell she's doing out there with whatever. That's really distracting. Let's see here. The controller is connected. What do you mean it ain't? Oh no, chat. What do I do? Oh no, chat. The one thing I did not need to get broken. Oh no, chat. Oh no. Oh, brother. Bluetooth driver update. Are you serious? Oh my god. Hopefully it won't ask me to reboot the PC. Jesus. Yes. Okay. Typical, yeah. Okay, so now I gotta wait for it to do this thing. Well, while it's doing that, let's go ahead and check the smell. It's almost done. Maybe it'll fix itself in a minute. Apparently there was a driver update for the Bluetooth drivers on the Intel chips. I didn't know it. I didn't think to check for driver updates before I started the stream. Yeah, it's asking me to restart. I don't want to restart. Although I might not get a choice. Trying. It says it's connected now. It says it's connected. Well, it was connected. I wonder if it's... There's no way it would be low battery, would it? It's been sitting on the dock this whole time. Well... Looks like we're playing without controller tonight, guys. This is going to be fun. Not really. This is going to be really hectic. I'm gonna try one more time to get DS for Windows to It says no controllers connected. Allow. My goodness. Well, uh, well, we'll try. We'll try that again some other time. For now, we're not going to be playing with a controller today. I've tried. I tried. It won't connect. I don't know what's going on with it. In the system, it says that it's connected, right? And it's blue, right? But I wonder. I wonder. This is a little workaround. I don't know if it'll work. Have Steam running in the background, maybe. If Steam detects it, then there's something else wrong with the other program that I use. Let's go into Steam and we're going to go into settings. We're going to go controller. It doesn't detect the controller. Yep, there's something broken. Great. I hope I didn't break anything when I was putting the thermal paste in. Oh my god. I'm gonna look up something right quick, chat. I've got it on the dock now charging. That might be part of the problem. I just saw the orange light come up when I put it on the dock. Which is wild because I did have that sucker charged. I thought I did. It's been on the dock for a whole day. We're gonna close out of Steam. I just hope I didn't break anything when I was putting the thermal paste in. That's what I'm worried about now. Alright. Well, can't be helped. It's gonna be a little wild to navigate stuff because of the type of keyboard that I'm using. Here we go. Alrighty, this is part 2 of the maze event. Let's get it. Bill, did you get some rest? Oh yeah, we got a whole day's worth of rest. Yep, back to full energy. Good, I've gone over the issues we ran into. For now, it seems both the storm-torn Time Warp port and the fire-covered outer ring were all illusions. The VR-like simulations based on our memories. But aside from trapping us in illusions, the Papago Hollow also drains our strength while we're inside. Unfortunately, we still don't know what's causing the illusions. Nansen and I will take another look at the info sent back by the data pile later. Maybe we'll be able to find something in there. Please come talk to me if you remember anything that might be of help. Of course. Yanagi climbs into the field vehicle, apparently heading off to speak with Nansen about the holodata. And with Yanagi's words still fresh in your mind, you find yourself pondering the case of the illusions as well. How did we even fall into the illusion? I don't even know where to begin with that question. And how did Joyous... What? Joyous? Am I reading that right? Managed to make his way through a highly complex hollow like the Divine Maze all on his own back then. Wait, is this a message from Zhao Zhao? Why does this feel like someone's handing you a pillow just as you want to fall asleep? She didn't plant some kind of listening device in my brain, did she? Okay. Feels like it's the only way to know for sure is to ask her, but what if she wants me to leak the creator's data to her again? Hey Proxy, I hear that your investigation's stalled again. I bet you're also totally caught up in the Divine Maze puzzle right now. Are you using my brainwaves or something? If I were monitoring you, you wouldn't even know it. Of course, I mean if. How about meeting at our usual spot by the hand entrance later? I bet you have a whole bunch of questions for me. According to Miss Yanagi, the situation here is still unclear and requires further investigation. Shifu Senior, you're here. I heard my disciple has been keeping New Eridu safe. Of course, as your Shifu, I have to come help. Shifu, you're full in bell again. It was actually the mayor who contacted us and sent us here. Don't turn official business into a personal favor, eh? Dealing with Ridu's threats and clearing out the Hollow's dangers, why bother splitting it between duty and personal matters? Well, I'm counting on you as the Hollow Guide for this mission. Once it's over, I'll take you and Xiaoquan to a dessert shop in Janus Quarter. Miss Miyabi recommended it to me. There's a new soft and chewy dessert that's really good. Sorry, Proxy. When you sent the message, I was still in the Hollow looking for Garden Dave. I didn't see your message until I left the Hollow. But the moment I got your message, I rushed over. An unknown Hollow, the mysterious ethereal. This is so exciting. Keep it cool, Lucia. This is a mission. Yeah, I get it. It's a mission. Just trust me. Trust is a little hard right now. Isn't it just about entering the Hollow, exploring for intel, finding the missing Institute members, and finally bringing out that supergiant ethereal Papago? What the heck is a supergiant ethereal? It seems Zhao hasn't arrived at the agreed upon location yet. You sort through the information you have so far.
The two areas we've explored so far seem to be closely related to the people who went in with us. In the stormy area, many scenes and objects felt familiar to Yanagi, and the fire area was basically Bernice's dream nitro fuel party. But if our theory's right, and everyone's in something like an HIA VR simulation, then how did we all get in?
Tricky, isn't it, Proxy? Having trouble figuring it out, huh? You sure you don't want to consider my offer? I'm talking key information about the Divine Maze. All you need to do is provide me with a copy of the data on the creator. As long as you're careful, no one will find out.
Aren't you worried that I'll use your intel to clear the Divine Maze, and then bail on giving you the creator's data?
Yes, there is a risk. But for some reason, there's this voice in my head telling me I can trust you. I can tell you what's actually going on here. Tops tried to intercept the data on the creator when they found out that it was missing. But the idiots they sent almost got wiped out in Papago Hollow. This is what led to Krampus's involvement, and I'm the one overseeing things now. So, it's a win-win for both of us. If you accept, you can quickly clear the Divine Maze and catch the Institute's rogue researcher, and I get the data I want. It'll save everyone a lot of trouble. Even if you don't give it to me, Krampus can still intercept the data through other means, and we might find ourselves standing on opposing sides. Things would get a lot messier.
Sorry, I don't want to betray Yanagi's trust. Besides, my integrity as a professional proxy won't allow me to do that.
All right, I understand. You have your concerns. Well, seeing as you're in such a pickle, I'll give you one last little hint. I'm guessing you're wondering how you fell into the illusion.
Huh? A free hint? But you know what they say. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
Of course it's not free. As for the price, we can settle that later. Think, Proxy, think. A substance that can extract consciousness and memories, and even inflict madness on those who touch it. We've come across plenty of that back in Lemnian Hollow, remember?
You mean miasma. So there might be lots of miasma in Papago Hollow?
I can't tell you that. Any further info will be paid content.
Anyway, thank you for the intel, Xiao Zhao.
Hello? Can you hear me? Doesn't sound like things went too well there. Do you need my help, Senior Zhao? I don't mind taking things from hand. No need. I don't want to complicate things. Besides, I can't afford owing you. Ouch, that hurts. How could I possibly have Senior Zhao owe me anything? After all, you said you couldn't handle the miasma there on your own. I'm willing to help out of love as your companion. You expect me to believe that? If you got mixed up in all this, we might really end up becoming the Proxy's enemies. Just don't worry about it. I'll go back into Papago Hollow myself.
Nice. Hey, Special Guide, what's up? You're looking pretty serious. Did something come to you or what? Don't tell me you also think those illusions are caused by the miasma. What a coincidence. Great minds think alike and all that, huh? I've suspected it for a while. The mental damage and the hallucinations we experienced in the Hollow match the findings of Han's research on the Lemnian miasma's known characteristics. I'm getting tongue-tied, sorry. It's just that we haven't had the data to prove it just yet. Up until about 10 minutes ago, we were detecting special ether signals near the center of the Hollow. Frequencies very similar to those of miasma. But to know exactly what those signals are pointing to, we'll need to investigate the hollow in person. If it really is miasma, then based on the signals from the data pile, the concentration appears to be quite high, and it would be extremely dangerous. I'll take point on this one. I got some experience dealing with this kind of filth. Yeshwin's Shifu. Thank you so much. I'll get in touch with someone right away and get someone to assist you in the investigation. Oh, you don't have to do that. I just spoke with Deputy Chief Yanagi. If the hollows generate an illusion by using the mental energy of those who enter it, then every additional person we have going in will only raise the risk level. I'll scout the situation there first. If needed, we can send in a joint squad afterwards. Alright, let's follow Yeshua and Shifu's lead, Special Guide. If you're ready, go ahead and head out. I don't know how good I'm gonna do with mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard controls, we'll find out. I hope my mic ain't cutting out.
Are you alright, Shifu?
Just a bit of ringing in my ears. Maybe I'm too tired. Concentrate.
Looks like a clue. Let's bag it for now.
As expected, there's quite a bit of miasma here. But something about it feels unfamiliar when I touch it.
Unfamiliar?
I think I can overcome the miasma's influence, and maybe even make this energy work in my favor.
You're amazing, Shifu. You actually managed to use the miasma to your advantage.
It feels more like something trying to imitate real miasma. Once I saw through that, its effects weren't hard to shake off. The technique isn't that complicated. You should try it yourself sometime.
You've got to teach me that later, Shifu. We can set up the data pile here. If I stand close enough, I should be able to activate it.
Concentrate. Swift yet still. Scatter. Focus.
The gate ahead is clogged with miasma. Shifu, it's safer if we fall back and regroup first.
Okay, we'll do as you say. Strange miasma, a bizarre realm. We've had enough of oddities for one day. Let's head back and figure out our next step.
Welcome back. Thanks to Shifu's investigation, our technical team has managed to finish the calculations for the hollow environment data. Near where you were, there's a spot with a particularly high concentration of ether. Looking at the observation map returned by the data pile, there's a faint humanoid shadow lying on the ground within the ether concentration zone. So we believe this could be the source of the miasma you encountered. In other words, that's the core of the hollow. At first, we thought the figure might be Penny, lying on the ground after being knocked out by corruption, but then we ruled out that possibility after we realized the figure's only half her height, according to the data we have on her. If we want to get to the bottom of this, we'll need you to assist the squad in the investigation. Eliminating the core ethereal should give us a chance to lift the Divine Maze's illusions. The field vehicle's ready and you can head out anytime. What one am I supposed to do? Is it this one? I think it's this one.
I'll give you a hand. I've wanted to say this for so long. It's my time to shine. These roots are freezing cold. How do I warm them up? I mean, I can't exactly feed them hot pot. Right?
We can set up the data pile here. If I stand close enough, I should be able to activate it. This pile's up and running. Let's fire up the next one.
Keep going.
Reveal truth. This pile's up and running. Let's fire up the next one. All observation data piles are running stable. Let's head to the next area.
This counts toward my bonus. I'm not the junior. I'm the senior.
If we can take out all the enemies quickly, we might get an extra bonus. Proceed!
We're just getting started. Stay down.
magma crystals keep releasing more miasma. Hurry, let's crush them. There's nothing to fear. Gotcha. Easy. We did it! Knew we had it in the bag. We need to hurry, or we won't make it to morning practice. Strong enemy incoming! Eyes up! Hard, move, no ways. Don't feel like you're hitting your hard. Together as one!
Blazing blade!
Victory in one strike! Now's our chance. That takes care of everything. Nice job. That's it? For sword training, if one strike won't do, try several. Evil fiends. No more shadows! Pure as frost. Radiant cloud! Split the heavens!
Bob and weave.
I go where the blades go.
Keep moving. Yeah.
Essence ascends! Gonna cost you extra. I see edge.
An opening.
With a still heart.
Try.
Targeting bright. Melina. Now.
Big history.
Reveal truth. Proceed. A measure of steel slices the world through.
Lost your balance.
Purge all evil. Radiant cloud. Frost glistens. Evil falls.
Fired up.
Pure as frost. Split the heavens. Radiant cloud. Crush the attack. Flash through the enemy guard.
Relax. I got this. Lock in.
I'll treat everyone to Tong Soy later. Beep. Job done. I'm out.
Find me an opponent who can actually fight next time.
The large ethereal Hator defeated, the surrounding miasma begins to dissipate. You see Zhao Zhao lying on the ground, and she appears to be weakened and in great pain. So she has already fallen unconscious, and rushes Zhao to medical treatment. Fortunately, her condition is stable and there is no threat to her life. The team then heads back to Hand headquarters for a debrief on this stage of the joint investigation. I never thought I'd meet a young Thyran girl in the Hollow. Well... so she's that humanoid shadow? Excuse me, that Nansen and the others saw, just an illusion after all, huh? Looks like we really hit a brick wall in our investigation. Illusion, a brick wall? Let me explain. Although the core ethereal in that area has been eliminated, the chaos our investigators felt, along with the hallucination-inducing ether detected by the data pile, remain just as strong. If my deduction is correct, this miasma zone is just the hallucination space of this little bunny, and the core ethereal we dealt with earlier is nothing more than one of her inner demons. We've been monitoring that special hallucination-inducing ether. While it corrupts the mind like miasma, unlike miasma, it isn't liquid in form and it doesn't spread in specific areas. Instead, the ether moves through the air at speeds exceeding 300 meters per second. As such, it permeates every corner of the hollow. It moves at high speed. Yes, initially we thought the hallucination-inducing ether particles were being scattered rapidly by some powerful force. However, analysis of the ether particles from earlier investigations showed they are simply ordinary ether, incapable of corrupting the mind. This means that something else is causing the illusions, and it appears to be colorless and formless, unlike anything we've seen before. After learning about the situation, our superiors are considering terminating this joint investigation. It seems we've truly entered a maze with no way out. As Unagi and Nansen struggle to process this disheartening conclusion, a loud reporting rings out when a Hand operative enters to brief them. Officers, I have a report. The Thyran we found unconscious during the investigation has been identified as Zhao, a member of the Krampus Compliance Authority. As per protocol, we treat civilians who enter the Hollow first and then return them to their homes, but given who she is... Because she don't want to be hired by Hand, I see. In that case, let's get her treated properly and have her people pick her up. Deputy Chief Unagi, she's with Krampus. Shouldn't we interrogate her? No, like I said, just get her treated properly and have Tops pick her up. The Papago investigation is already stalled. If we fail to pool our resources and keep on questioning our special guide and their agent instead, it will only make it harder to move the operation forward. The Hand operative slinks off, tail between their legs, leaving everyone else standing there in awkward silence. I apologize for losing my composure back there, Belle. Don't worry, Hand will not give that little bunny any trouble. You must all be tired, so let's take a break for now. Everyone scatters reluctantly, still troubled by the mystery of the Divine Maze. You are pondering the issue when you see Nansen coming toward you. Sorry to trouble you with another investigation, but we discovered a new ether anomaly in the southeastern part of the Papago. As everyone was busy investigating the miasma-like zone, we haven't had the chance to share this until now. Now that the investigation's at another dead end, all I can hope for is some useful clues there. Honestly, though, I'm just grasping at straws here. But even if we find no intel or clues there, suppressing the ether anomaly in this area should reduce Papago's overall ether levels, It might even weaken its hallucinatory effects on us. I think it's worth a shot. Alright, you leave it to me. Oh, there you are, Belle. That Miss Zhao from Krampus is awake. She's still a little weak, but she can move around normally. She just told me she hopes to see you before she leaves. You should go and see her if you have time.
Belle, you're here. I think I made a mistake.
What happened in the hollow?
As soon as I entered the hollow, I heard a sharp, piercing sound. Then a large amount of miasma came pouring forth like a flood. The porcelain equipment I prepared was completely useless. I could only let the miasma take me, like I was drowning. You must be careful, Proxy. It appears that my hypothesis about the miasma wasn't very accurate. Papago's ether form is different from anything previously recorded.
It's okay. I'm also thinking about other possibilities. Don't push yourself too hard. You don't have to shoulder everything alone. If you need help, you can just tell me.
It's not that simple. Just like how water always flows downward, a good bunny always strives to hop higher. Working for Krampus has always been like walking on thin ice. If I'm not moving forward, then I'm already falling behind.
It's all right. Don't be so hard on yourself. You should get some rest.
The vehicle from Krampus arrives to take the weakened Zhao away, but what she said at the end gives you some new ideas.
What's on your mind, Proxy?
What Xiao Zhao just said got me thinking. Water always flows downward. Yanagi, remember our previous theory? Papago Hollow drains both memories and strength from those who enter. Based on your experience, what do you think this absorbed power ultimately becomes?
Hollow cores mostly absorb ether energy. I can only assume that Papago Hollow would follow a similar logic.
Then it's just as I thought. We've been focusing all our energy on solving the puzzles in each but as long as the core sustaining these illusions remains intact, new illusions will appear whenever someone enters. So we need to look for a deeper logic through the illusions. As long as the hollow keeps draining our energy, the ether will continue to flow.
You mean, just like how water always flows downward, the absorbed ether energy will eventually converge somewhere?
Yep. By using the observation posts we left behind to monitor the ether flow inside the hollow, we can locate where all that energy converges. I bet that's where we'll find the core of the Divine Maze.
Nansen, retrieve the data from the observation post. Focus on the flow of the ether energy.
I'm already on it. According to observation data from previous investigations, the ether energy is flowing northeast. There are points of convergence in areas EO3 and EO4.
We found it!
Let's assemble the squad and get ready to go. It's time to put an end to this.
Okay. Following ongoing monitoring of the energy convergence site, we uncovered another important piece of intel. This location isn't just a convergence site for absorbed energy. It's also a source of the hallucination-inducing ether. The hallucination-inducing ether streams in the hollow is so complex that we neglected to track them at first. But then thanks to something you said, we decided to follow a single stream, and that's how we discovered that this is actually where it originated. Yes, which is why we can consider this place a kind of processing plant. It converts the mental energy of those who enter into special ether that causes hallucinations. Furthermore, we suspect that the person at the heart of this plant is Penny, the researcher who introduced the creator's data into the Hollow. The executive officer has just reported their latest findings on her, and we can go over them together. Nansen pulls out a copy of Penny's notes. You notice that they are filled with frantic, disjointed ramblings. According to Mentor Ishtaha's notes, death is not the end point. I am willing to be the bait that lures sustenance into the depths of the divine maze. I am willing to cast off my flesh and guide my spirit towards the realm of immortality. May everything return to the Creator, and may they watch over me and over this world. What this tells us is that stealing the Creator's data wasn't Penny's real goal. It was merely a ploy to lure us into the Hollow and drain our mental energy so it can be converted into that special hallucination-inducing ether. I believe this is where she is now, where the ether streams converge. That's where she is, controlling everything. If you're ready, let's begin our final joint investigation. Let's take down the mastermind together. That's not what I was trying to do, but okay. Want my controller back.
Promise to tell me if anything's wrong, okay?
Strong. What the heavens? Frost glistens. The sword brings a flawless strike. Clean strike.
Uh-oh. Looks like he absorbed the lightning energy and entered a new state.
Like a falling star. Swirling clouds. Huh? Huh. Annihilate. No more shadows. Here I draw. Yep. Radiant cloud. Interrupt. Victory in one strike. Frost blizzard. Heart moves the blade. Will become nature shapes the art. The sword brings victory.
Heads up, people. Geppetto has entered a burning state. Watch out for the flames.
Together as one. Flame strike. Annihilate. It's done. Attack. Crush the attack. Split the light. The sword follows my will, and winds howl in the heavens! Take a break first. Get up. Take a break first. Time to... Hurry, get up. I got careless.
I kind of scuffed that.
It's looking pretty weak. Come on, finish it off. Something feels off. But let's keep hitting it and see what happens.
This is the Creator's warning! Why won't any of you believe me?
I cannot attack it. What's going on?
I shall face the end alone and claim immortality myself.
Was that Penny? I knew Geppetto had something to do with her. Keep attacking. Keep up the pressure. Feel like we're getting closer to the truth.
Hell, I ain't doing anything to it.
And may the Creator watch over me and over this world.
All right, one last strike.
After a scene resembling dissipating data streams, and before anyone can make sense of what is happening, joint investigation agents are yanked from the hollow by some unknown force. Meanwhile, Penny is lying beside everyone, still moaning in pain. Hand takes Penny into custody for questioning. Meanwhile, everyone returns to Hand headquarters, and after a quick cleanup, gathers in front of the field vehicle for their final debriefing. Welcome back, Special Guide. The outcome wasn't perfect, but we did manage to apprehend our target, Penny. From what I can tell, the 4 scenarios we've experienced correspond to different hallucinations in each person's mind. The lightning flash port must come from my memory, while the fire engulfed outer ring area seems tied to Bernice. And that pale miasma realm would be a hallucination on Miss Zhao's part. As for the area where Geppetto was, we initially thought it was a real hollow core, but after reanalyzing the recorded data, we found its ether frequency matches perfectly with the previous areas, suggesting it's likely also a hallucination. According to Penny's notes, she always wanted to be a puppeteer like Geppetto, so if my deduction is correct, that must have been her hallucination. But we still know nothing about the truth of the Divine Maze, even though in the end we had seemingly broken through the illusions. In the end, a wave of images like dissipating data streams surged into our minds, and we found ourselves outside the hollow by the time we came around to see what was around us. But after we were yanked out of the hollow, we found this nearby, a black stone shard that appears to contain some data. Okay. Ew. Well, just as Nansen has shown you the stone shard, the familiar shadow reporting suddenly rings out next to him again. Apologies for the interruptions, officers. I have a report. Chief Miyabi is interrogating the suspect Penny, but she refuses to cooperate. No surprise there, huh? She keeps demanding to see the special guide, but who knows what she's really after. She wants to see me, I'm okay with that. Let's go see her together then. I want to find out what other tricks she has up her sleeve.
Proxy, you're here. This person hasn't been cooperating with the investigation since we got out of the hollow. She's been saying that she wants to see you.
Okay.
So, what did you want to see me for?
Nothing really. I just wanted to thank you for recommending that videotape. It helped me realize that the time has come for this corrupt and foolish city to perish.
Were you already a member of the Exaltists back then?
Me? An Exaltist? You mean those reckless fanatics who covet the Creator's power and never show gratitude? No. Don't you understand? No one ordered me to do anything. The Creator sent me blessings, and I received their warning.
You're crazy.
The Hollow is changing, and the end is approaching. You all heard the Creator's calling when you entered the Hollow, and yet you remain ignorant and deceive yourselves. Who's really crazy here? But it doesn't matter anymore. I don't care whether you understand or not. I just want to thank you for helping me complete the sacrifice.
So you were never after the Creator's data to begin with. Your ultimate goal was to lure us into the Hollow and extract our power.
Now you understand. As expected of a Void Hunter. Before the new era arrives, someone has to serve as the Foundation. And when the end comes, this Foundation will serve as the steps toward my immortality. Just like what my mentor Yeshdea wrote in his notes. Countless creatures will kneel in worship. The sound of praise will carry me into the next life. May everything return to the Creator. and may they watch over me and over this world.
Nansen, please contact PubSec to detain her. Seems like she won't tell us anything else.
Special response quickly arrives and arrests Penny. Everyone leaves the interrogation room in frustration. Well, what a pain she is. It's fine. In any case, capturing her means we've accomplished our primary mission objective. As for her motives and secrets, we can leave those to our colleagues in the Intelligence Division to investigate further. Even though numerous mysteries surrounding the Divine Maze remain, we can at least consider this case closed. And I can finally start writing the report for this operation. For a moment there, I genuinely feared this joint investigation would be the last mission of my career. I can help you with that. Since Chief Miyabi and Deputy Chief Yanagi are both busy, may I have a word with you for a moment? Would you mind coming over to the intelligence office? Huh? What do you want to talk about? Our intelligence division colleagues have finished analyzing the Blackstone shard I just showed everyone. I'd like you to review the analyzed data with me. After all, as the key pathfinder for this operation, you should be among the first to see it. Let's go take a look, then. With Nansen leading the way, you proceed to the intelligence office as Yanagi and Miyabi begin drafting the operation report.
Yanagi, are you writing a report on the operation?
Yes. Although we successfully captured Penny and retrieved the data on the creator, there are still 3 key questions left unanswered. 1. What triggered the illusions? 2. Where is the hollow core that extracted our power? And 3. Who is the mastermind behind all this?
I'm still very concerned about what Penny said. She mentioned that we heard the creator's calling when we entered the hollow.
You mean the sharp, piercing sound we heard in the hollow?
Correct. I thought it was just my ears ringing as I adapted to the ether environment. But now that I think about it, maybe that's what caused the illusions. Extracting our consciousness and memories the moment we enter the hollow, and creating an illusory space in our minds is certainly no easy task. Like when Nullface attempted to extract data from Tailless. It requires immense computing power and sufficient time to accomplish.
Right. I originally thought that tracking the ether flow would lead us to the core of the hollow and allow us to catch whoever's behind it all. I even suspected that Penny was the mastermind. But after breaking Penny's illusory space, an even stranger area emerged. A black stone tablet and flickering lights. What could that all mean? Come to think of it, there's no way Penny could have built something as intricate as the Divine Maze on her own. She didn't have the time or the ability. All she did was carry the data on the creator into the hollow as bait, luring us into joining this game. There must be someone bigger behind everything we experienced in the Divine Maze, and all that absorbed ether energy must have something to do with them.
That's exactly what I was worried about. Enemies aren't scary when you can see them in the open. We simply have to slice through them. But when we don't know who is manipulating things behind the scenes, I can't help but feel ineffectual.
Meanwhile, on the other side, you follow Nansen into a dark room for intel analysis. After Nansen works for some time, the device analyzing the Blackstone activates and the corresponding screen gradually lights up. With a series of electrical noises, the image gradually becomes clearer.
Some say that seeing is believing and hearing is deceiving. But we often forget that it's sound that resonates with the heart more. And I shall listen to the echoes of these thoughts and bask in the mysteries and power within these souls. I hope you can listen with me.
Wait, is this joyous?
Video ends. The joint investigation in the Divine Maze will continue. You okay there, Special Guide? I'm doing alright, just a little surprised is all. Okay, and we'll continue investigating the Blackstone Shard and the Joyous situation. We're also forming a team to revisit the area where Geppetto was encountered. However, observation data from the data pile indicates that the ether flow inside the hollow has changed significantly. Even if only some lingering illusions projected by Penny's consciousness are all that's left, I'm still willing to give it a try. We could really use your help, that is, if you're still available. I mean, technically the commission's complete now that Penny's been caught. Oh, don't worry, I'll give you a hand. Thanks so much. I knew I could count on you. When you're ready, hop onto the field vehicle and you'll get started on the mission.
I'll give you a hand.
Not sure if this is what we're supposed to be doing next or not. I'll find out.
Evil fiends, surrender now! Huh? Part of us!
Enemy's cold steel. Time to counterattack.
My blade is ready.
Perfect chance to draw my blade.
My heart guides the blade. Night emissary time! Evil falls! Ruthless beam! Set them free! Heart unmatched the blade! Nature shapes the together as one! No forgiveness! Purge all evil! Weapons! Anything I can do with them! Flame strike! Restore order! Reveal truth! Endless cold steel. Press forward.
Still not enough.
I can sever it.
I'll give you a hand.
But I don't know.
Evil fiends, surrender now!
My heart guides the blade. Swirling clouds. Proceed.
Exterminate. All will becomes the sword. Heart and all the sword brings victory. Now time, annihilate. Flash through the enemy guard. No one's enough. My blade purge evil. It's over. Following order. Catch him off guard. Perfect timing. Heart of us. Endless cold steel. Pure as frost. Split the heavens. The sword tunes. Radiant cloud. No more shadows. Here to assist. Take this. Now's the time. The line is drawn. No use resisting. I'll treat everyone to Tong Soy later.
I'll leave the cleanup to you.
This fight is finished.
Evenly matched. Very good. Picking or not. Let's see here. See it in here. Okay. Give me a second, chat. I will be right back.